Who is culpable if AI makes the decision? No one really knows. We really cannot trust it in these vulnerable, dangerous scenarios in the healthcare industry. Welcome back to the Crossover Connections with Jack Wang Podcast. My name is Jack. I'm a scientist and college professor at an Australian university. OpenAI is the most famous AI company. They are not open at all. The data they use to train ChatGPT and train DALL-E 2 is completely a black box. We have no idea what they're doing. If you can't explain how you arrived at a decision when it comes to patients, you will not be able to convince the patient's family. You will not hold up under medical board review. And if you're sued for a poor patient outcome by their family, the explanation cannot be the AI recommended that I make this decision as a surgeon, and so you can blame the AI vendors. When you lose explainability, all that is left is culpability. And this is a headline in Australia. It focuses on the neurosurgeon, the very famous neurosurgeon, Charlie Teo. What happens when doctors don't act as they should? And what's the ruling against neurosurgeon Charlie Teo? This podcast is not a referendum on Charlie Teo. He is a rather prolific neurosurgeon based in Australia who goes and conducts brain surgeries that many other neurosurgeons won't touch because they are very risky, and he's very skilled. No one denies that he's a very skilled neurosurgeon, and he's willing to operate on brain tumors that other surgeons are not willing to touch, and he saved many people's lives as a result of doing so. As you can imagine, if many other neurosurgeons or no other neurosurgeons are willing to operate on the brain tumor, that means that that patient has poor prognosis. The tumor is probably in a very difficult situation. The likelihood of them surviving full stop is going to be quite low. So there are going to be some bad patient outcomes, even if Charlie Teo is an amazing surgeon and the best neurosurgeon in the country, if not the world. He is fighting and lost the fight of 2 complaints of unprofessional conduct from the family of 2 different women, saying that Charlie did not warn the patients fully of all the risks and obtained informed consent before completing these surgical procedures. Again, this is not a referendum or indictment of Charlie Teo. I'm very neutral on the topic. I think he's an amazing surgeon, but you can't have medical review boards authorize extremely risky brain surgeries. And I think when you go out on a limb and do these dangerous procedures without the full backing of medical review boards, when you lose explainability, when you can't explain why you went in and did this surgery. In this case, Charlie Teo is doing an extra risky surgical procedure, but let's say he has an AI tool that told him the percentage risk, the potential survival, and he used that AI algorithm to augment his decision-making process and vetting patients that may be eligible for this really risky procedure. That black box will not help Charlie Teo. Right now, he can't explain to the satisfaction of these review boards his decision-making process. Can you imagine if it was an AI algorithm involved in that decision-making process? The risk is just going to go through the roof even more. AI coming in to revolutionize it. We can only do so with the collaboration of doctors. And if you're a young doctor with interests in artificial intelligence, a great chance to get ahead of the curve. Thank you for listening. I'm Jack. Hope to connect with you again next time around.